Hi, it's me again. We are still in Unit 3, Expressions and Equations. For this video, you're going to learn how to solve equations with brackets. So what do we do when there are brackets in your expression? You're going to use what you call distributive property, wherein you multiply the coefficient to every term inside the brackets. For example, in what you see here, negative 3 is being multiplied to all the quantities inside the bracket, which is x plus 5. Negative 3 is the coefficient, and x plus 5 are the terms inside the bracket. So to do that, you are going to multiply negative 3 to x, which is negative 3x, and then move on to the next term. So negative 3 multiplied to positive 5. I know it's positive 5 because of the plus symbol here. And that will be minus or negative 15. And so this is how you simplify your expressions when you have brackets. Another example. What if you have a negative exponent and you are going to multiply it in the terms inside? So let's do it. You don't have to wait for me. If you know how to, you can try it on your own and just match your answers to mine. So negative 7 multiplied to 2a is negative 14a, and then negative 7 multiplied to a negative number is positive, so that will become positive 28 or plus 28. Okay, so that's our two examples. Let's move on to the third example. Okay, so you have 4 multiplied to the quantity of 2x plus 6. Again, you're going to do it slowly, term by term inside the bracket. 4 multiplied by 2x is 4 times 2 is 8, and then just copy the variable x and then move to the second term inside the bracket, which is 6. So you multiply the coefficient to 6. 4 multiplied by 6 is plus 24, and then you are done. Okay, example, the last one. You have a negative symbol and you do not see a number, and then brackets. If you do not see a number, that means that it's a 1. So it's like negative 1 multiplied to 4y is negative 4y. Then you are going to do the same thing to negative 3 or minus 3, the second term. So negative 1 multiplied by negative 3 is a positive, which is 3, so plus 3, and then you are done. Your expression is negative 4y plus 3. At this point, get your paper and your pencil, and you are going to try to find out and assess yourself if you have understood this topic. Here are the questions or the equations that you need to simplify. Okay, pause the video, simplify it. Okay, so now I am going to share some solutions and then check if you got the same answer. Okay, for number 2, it's 27x minus 45. Number 4 is 6x plus 21. And number 7 is negative 16x minus 56. If you are confused and you are not getting the correct solution, that means you need to watch the video again from the beginning, or you can reach out to me and ask clarifications. Okay, use your Google Hangout or your IG chat. Okay, so now take a picture of this, and then this is going to be one of the submissions that you have to do later on. Okay, now let's move on and use what you know about distributive property, and then let's solve some problems. When you are solving problems with equations with brackets, okay, do the first part that you have learned. Multiply the coefficient for every term in the bracket. Let's do that now. 2 multiplied by 2x is 4x. Then multiply 2 to negative 1 is minus 2. And then let's just copy equals 10 over here. Now, this looks familiar to you, or it should look familiar to you because you had done this last week. Okay, this is now your two-step equation. So what's going to happen next is to solve it using inverse operation or opposite operation. You do -2, the opposite is +2, and then add 2 on both sides. So on the left side of the equal symbol, -2 plus 2 is 0, so you will have 4x. And then you're going to add 2 to 10, which is 12. And then now you are down to one-step equation. It's a multiplication problem. So you're doing the opposite. Opposite of multiplication is division. So divide both sides by the coefficient 4. So 4 divided by 4 is a 1. You will have 1x. And then 12 divided by 4 is 3. So x is equal to 3. Okay. Let's move on to another example here. Do the same thing as we did in the first example. We multiply the coefficient to every term. So -7x. -7 multiplied to x is -7x. -7 multiplied to -3 is +21 or +21. And then we just copied this -7 to the right side of the equal symbol. Then use inverse operation. We subtract 21 on both sides of the equal symbol. Then you will have just -7x on this side. -7 minus 21 is -28. We divide -7 to both sides. Then a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So 28 divided by 7 is 4. X is equal to 4. If you want to check your answers, you can substitute the value of x to the original equation and see if you will get the same answer. Okay, so at this point, I showed it to you over here, down here. And then, so in the end, you get the same answer as -7. So you know that your answer is correct. Okay, so now you pause the video. This is the time wherein you're going to solve the problems given to you. On this set of questions, I'm not going to provide solutions. So after you have solved all of them, you are going to take the photo and then you are going to upload it in ManageBath. For this video, you are uploading 2 sets of solution. Okay, so when you are done, you are going to look for the task named Virtual School Solve Equation by Brackets. Bye.